Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Clara and I'm back and I'm going to be reviewing another of the more puzzly type board games. Today I'm going to be talking about Exit, the Enchanted Forest, which I just played last night with one of my best friends. And so yeah, I'm going to be giving this a review. I'll also say, so this will be no spoilers. I already love the Exit game, so I'm coming into this expecting a lot, to be honest. And I will say that we played it kind of online. I'll explain that. Let's just get into the review, shall we? Yes. So this is Exit, the Enchanted Forest. Like I say, no spoilers. So I love this series of games. I think Cosmos are really just knocking out the park with these games. I've played, I think this is like the 10th one I've played now. There's one that I didn't enjoy, and sure, some of them I enjoy more than others. The Exit games are escape room puzzle type games. So if you're wondering what the Exit games are, that's what they are. They're single-use games, and so yeah, you cut things up, you draw on things, you throw them away, and they're not too expensive, although I realise that it's still an outset cost for a single-use game. But I actually get quite a lot out of these. Now, I've played all of them with one of my friends, so I'm not playing it solo. In this particular case, we got 2 copies so that we could do it at the same time because social distancing, which did work, but obviously that doubles the cost of a disposable game. But basically, we just really wanted to play it. So, you know, I'm coming into this expecting a lot. Now, the difficulty rating on this is 2 out of 5. And what I would say is it felt like one of the simpler games. There was one puzzle where we were just... If anyone saw me do the escape jigsaw puzzle, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Space Observatory, and I was just making the puzzle too complicated. Well, yeah, we did that on one of these as well. But other than that, it's actually... I think that all the puzzles are actually fairly simple and fairly obvious. It's not too difficult at all. There was only the one puzzle we took a hint on. So in terms of the puzzles, it's like I say, it was fun. It was just, you know, we could get on with it. Now, this one has got a really gorgeous story running through it. I think that these games always, when I play the Unlock games, I don't feel like there's any story. But with these Exit games, and this one in particular, this had a gorgeous kind of fairy tale story, which was just really nice. And I love how they managed to incorporate that. And, you know, the story's there. I mean, sure, you can ignore it if you want to. But like with the adventure games that they do, I feel like you can make more of the story with these games. So that's really nice. That's really cool. Now, I already said that the puzzles were a little bit simpler. Most of them were fairly obvious. There was one that I just overcomplicated because, of course, I did. Most of them got pretty soon. Although it turns out I don't know how to follow instructions when folding a piece of paper, but go figure. I just wasn't paying attention. And so I think this one would be really good with, you know, like younger people. I think it'd be fantastic to play with younger people. I really enjoyed it. It was great to sort of play an Exit game. It's the first time I've played one in sort of 10, 11, 12 months, something like that. And so it was good that me and my friend were playing it again. But I think that this one is definitely more aimed at the younger audience. And I think I'd love to buy this for my niece at some point. Like I say, the story was just really cute and gorgeous. Take it or leave it. But the actual puzzles themselves, I'm going to put the box down for a minute. Hey, why not? The actual puzzles themselves were good. Like I say, I didn't have too much trouble, but there was a couple of things. See, this is what I love about the Exit games. With the Unlock games, I always feel like you happen to notice the solution. With this, I don't know why it's different, but with this, I feel that you've got to work something out or just think outside the box. And this is like the 10th one I've played, and each one of them, there has been something where I'm like, oh, that's clever. I never have that with the Unlock games. There's never a moment where I'm like, oh yeah. And it doesn't matter whether the puzzle's complicated. It doesn't matter whether the puzzle's simple. I still appreciate something different, something unique, something that I haven't seen before. And I believe there were 2 puzzles in this where I was like, you know what? That's really cool. I've not seen that in any of the other Exit games. Even though, like I say, this is the 10th one, there's still different ways to find solutions. And that's just... I'm impressed with the ingenuity on that. So the fact that you've got this story and then you've got these puzzles, and I feel like the puzzles are different, but I always feel that they're within reach. And I never feel like, oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that was... Because that's what I have with the unlock ones, right? Sometimes it's like, oh, I was just supposed to have noticed this little tiny detail somewhere. And yeah, sure, that's kind of what you're sort of doing here. But you know when you're looking for something. I don't know, it just feels different, and I couldn't really pin it down. But for me, like I say, another Exit game that I've played, and again, it's just a great one. Sure, not the most complicated one, not the most, sort of like brain burnery one, but I don't know, it was fun. And we did actually buy a couple at the same time, so hopefully I'll have another one to review for you in the not too distant future. And with that, take care of yourself, and thanks for watching. Bye.